Hi everyone. So in this part, we'll be interacting with our Dapp. In the last part, we are left with the deploying the contract. You can see the exact same contract in the last part. That's here, and you can just explore it a little bit. Like you can just go in and check. Like you can see the list of the calls that's been made into the contract, the entry points you're having, the storage you're having, and the big map. So in the big map, you have a record of all the addresses corresponding to the tokens they have. If you are aware of the FA1.2 contract. So yeah, once you're having this, you can just copy the contract address for future reference when you want to interact with the contract. Let's copy it and jump into the code. Once we are here in the code, you can just go in uh, to the console. The first thing you need to do to run the client is npm run client install. So what it does is actually install all the dependencies that are needed for running a React app. So it comes with the pre-configured Conseiljs library and the bootstrap so that it's not harder and you don't have to do the hard work even to add it. So once you're done with it, your whole setup will be done for the client side. So I think, yeah, we are done with it. So once you're done with it, let's just focus only on the client side. You don't have to bother about the other folders that you have. Let's just go into the src folder and app.js. So again, we have the pre-configured setup and you can always get the link in the description for the GitHub code that we're using here. So let's just go in and explain it part by part. So first, we have to import the Conseiljs helpers that is used for interacting with the nodes. After that, it's simply the importing the app.css, and above that we have the React and the component importer. So once you're done with it, the next thing you want to use is the key, because an account is responsible, right, for interaction. Every interaction that is done with the contract is done with corresponding an address. So you have to specify the address that you want to import. It may, if you want to use the same addresses that we're having in the key store, you can just do it in a similar way. You just have to change the key name as test key1 or test key2. You don't have to do anything else. So if you want to use any wallets, kind of Thanos, then you have to add the provider and set the key store accordingly. Once you're done, you have to select the nodes. So this is the Tezos node that you have to replace. Like if you want to interact with the local node, then you can use it as local host or something, and the contract address that you have got after deploying the contract. So I'll just replace it with our new contract address. So yeah. So now you can see that I have replaced it with the contract address. Now this is the simple React construct where I have declared all this type of specific cities that I needed for look means make the app look a little bit better, and this is the state management that I have done here. Once you're done, let's just go on and explore one function that will be helpful, right? How I'm interacting with the smart contract. So let's just go on and explore the mint token. So first up, you the function that's responsible for interaction with the contract is the send contract invocation operation. That's a part of the Tezos node writer, and that resides into our Conseiljs library. You have to always use async await because it takes some time to get executed. So yeah, and you have to make the functions async always. Or anyways, you can use the promises, but yeah, that's not a better way. Now the parameters that you have to be specific about is the Tezos node that we have declared, key store, contract address, amount, fee, derivation path, storage limit that we have already declared for a function. Now let's go in and check the parameters. Wait, this is kind of something critical that I came across. So I'm minting a token. Parameters should be straightforward, right? But here, what we have to do is in Michelson, when you interact with the particular entry point, you have to be specific about the entry point, not with the entry point name, but with the parameter structure. So the parameter structure, how you will get it? The parameter structures can you can get it by the simple command that I have shown you earlier. npm run get entry points. Once you do that, you can check it. Like we were using the mint, right? It's right, left, right, pair, param, param. So and this you have the sample invocation too. So what you have to do is just copy and paste the function you want to use in the parameter section and replace with the address and the amount you want your function to get invoked with. That's it. You have to pass it as a parameter into the send contract invocation operation, and you have the contract address where you have specified like which contract to interact with and the amount and all. So yeah, I have shown you similarly our approve function. Like you can see, you have the approve. I if I can just enlarge it, yeah, it's left 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 pair. So this is the format. You have to just paste the format and replace the strings. So yeah, once you're done, right, your act and you have rendered your page in a proper way. So now everything is done. You can just clear it out and run your server. How to run your Dapp? So that's also an easy process. You can just go in npm run Dapp. Once you do it, what will do is it will fire up your React app in the browser. So as you can see that we have the whole UI ready. So the contract we're interacting with is it's ending with 2R. Let's check. Okay, that's not yet changed. So let's just. I think our app is not rendered properly. So yeah. Now now we are running in localhost 3000, and we have the contract address same as the address we want to interact with. Yeah, it's UPB and it's UPB here. So the wallet address detected, I have hard coded the address as in the test key one that I have shown you. Now let's just mint some tokens to this address itself. I can say it like 1000. Let's just mint it and wait for some time. So yeah, you can get an invocation group ID. So what is exactly an invocation group ID? So this is the result that your transaction has been submitted to the mempool. So once your transaction is submitted in the mempool, you have to wait for its confirmations. So let's just type OK. You have the last operation group ID. You can just copy and again, okay, I'll just add a new tab and open it. Okay. So it may take some time because it's okay. So it's still, I think, not validated, means it's not added in the blockchain. Let's just wait for some time and let's see. We can also track the calls here in the contract. So let's just wait in. Yep, we have got a new call. I can just show it in here itself. Yeah, you can see the receipt, how it's crafted. Like the sender is this guy and it's been a contract call to this contract. So yeah, we can also see it here where the minting function has been called, and let's see if our storage variables has changed or not. So yeah, now the total supply has changed to the amount we have transferred, and we can see that the whole amount is corresponding to this address that we have passed in. So yeah, so in this way you can always call a function and interact with your Dapp. Hope this is very much easy for you and you have understood the whole thing. Anyways, if you have any doubts, you can just ping us in our Telegram group. Thank you.